Hello everyone, mayam nungaribo. So today let's learn about Space Program of India. Ngasidi akoi India gi oiba space program mayam ama lay adu akoi khara khangnaba honase. The Indian space program was launched in 1962 when the Indian National Committee for Space Research was formed. Indian space program se ahanba oina 1962 da launch taugi haiba. ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ Indian National Committee for Space Research se sema matungda to this were added the Indian Space Research Organization in 1969 and the Space Commission and Department of Space in 1972 adui matungda ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ si Indian Space Research Organization ISRO haibse 1969 da muk ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ Indian Space Program gi mathak leibagi mathakta si amu hapchangibaneba adui matungda amu sigi Space Commission and Department of Space amu form taugiba semgiba ko 1972 da the Indian Space Research Organization is responsible for the planning, execution and management of space research activities and space application programs aduna sigi ISRO sina ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ any space ki maramda thijanba ko satellite thagatpa kamain taraga semgani kamain taraga sagani karam kana thagatkani ko si mayam se moina lom yengjaleba aduga the ISRO has headquarters at Bengaluru aduga ISRO gi headquarters na Bangalore da layeba ko ado Indian Space Program. So let's start about Indian Space Program. Name of the satellite was Aryabhatta. It was launched in 19 April 1975 and the launch vehicle name of the launch vehicle was Cosmos and the place was Baikonur and the type of the satellite was experimental. Next is Bhaskara 1 and it was launched on 7th June 1979 and the launch vehicle was Cosmos. Place was Baikonur and the type of satellite was Earth observation. Launch vehicle haibidiniko akoigi satellite se matonda paiba ngamdamina mana pot amagi mating lorga pai gidoineba ko aduga space yorkanda thadoktoineba magi mapa ama leigini duda thamningma mapa duda ko natraga space mission oina chatpa sum paira chakhiba ore dasu adugi chulama tawdoineba ado sigi launch vehicles na pudoineba haibidi akoina mafam amadaina mafam ama chatpa matamda akhoi gari tongidana bus oibe ai car oibe ai cycle oibe ai gari two wheeler oibe ai akhoi tamai torga tongidana adumain tawdana hojiki launch vehicles su gari gumbane ko ado hariba any satellite akoina pam ba any pot akoina space ta thaga kadabudot adu sigi launch vehicles se torakanda purga chakhidoine ba mana ko next Rohini 10th August 1979 Rohini was launched in 10th August 1979 and the name of the launch vehicle was SLV-3 and the place was Sri Harikota. Type of the satellite was experimental. Next, Rohini RS-1. It was launched in 18 July 1980 and the launch vehicle was SLV-3 Sri Harikota and type of the satellite was experimental. Next is Rohini D1 launched in 31st May 1981 and the launch vehicle was SLV-3 and the place was Sri Harikota and type of satellite was Earth for Earth observation. Next satellite is Apple, launched on 19 June 1981. Launch vehicle was Ariane, and the place was Kourou, and the type of satellite was communication for communication. Bhaskara 2 satellite. Next satellite was Bhaskara 2, and it was launched in 28th November 1981. And name of the launch vehicle was Cosmos, and the place was from Baikonur, and the type of satellite was Earth for Earth observation. Next, INSET 1A. It was launched in 10th April 1982, and the launch vehicle was Delta, and the place was in this America, and type of satellite was for communication. Next satellite is SROSS-1, launched in 24th March 1987, and the launch vehicle was ASLV-D1, and the place was Sriharikota, and the type of satellite was science and exploration. And the next satellite was RISAT, RISAT-1, and it was launched in 26 April 2012, and the launch vehicle was PSLV C-19, and the place was Sriharikota, and the type of satellite was Earth observation satellite. Next satellite was ZSAT-10, ZSAT-10, and it was launched on 29 September 2019, and the launch vehicle was Ariane 5 VA209, and place was Kourou, and type of satellite was for communication. Next satellite was SARAL, SARAL, and it was launched on 24th February 2013, and the launch vehicle was PSLV C-20, and the place was Sriharikota, and the type of satellite was Earth observation satellite. Next is IRNSS-1A, and it was launched in 1st July 2013, and the launch vehicle was PSLV C-22, and the place was Sriharikota, and the type of satellite was navigation. Next, GSAT-7, GSAT-7, and it was launched in 30th August 2013, and the launch vehicle was Ariane 5 VA215, and the place was Kourou, and the type of satellite was for communication. Next is MOM, MOM, and it was launched in 5th November 2013, and the launch vehicle was PSLV C-25, and the place was Sriharikota, and the type of satellite was scientific and exploration. Next is GSAT-14, GSAT-14, and it was launched in 5th November 2014, and the launch vehicle was GSLV-D5, and the place was Sriharikota, and type of satellite was for communication. Next is IRNSS-1B, and it was launched in 4th April 2014, and the launch vehicle was PSLV C-24, and the place was Sriharikota, and type of satellite was for navigation. GSAT-15, GSAT-15, and it was launched in 11th November 2015, and the launch vehicle was Ariane 5 VA227, and the place was Kourou, and type of satellite was for communication. Next is GSAT 18, GSAT 18, and it was launched in 5th October 2016, and the launch vehicle was Ariane 5, and the place was Kourou, and type of satellite was for communication. Cartosat 2. Next satellite is Cartosat 2, CARTOSAT 2, and it was launched in 15 February 2017, and the launch vehicle was PSLV C-37, and the place was Sriharikota, and type of satellite was remote sensing satellite. G Next is GSAT 9, also called South Asia Satellite, GSAT-9, and it was launched on 5th May 2017, and the launch vehicle was GSLV Mark II, and the place was Sriharikota, and the type of satellite was for communication satellite. Next satellite is Cartosat 2, and it was launched in 23rd June 2017, and the launch vehicle was PSLV C-38 Sriharikota, and the place was Sriharikota, and the type of satellite was remote sensing satellite. GSAT 17, GSAT-1717, and it was launched in 29th June 2017, and the launch vehicle was Ariane 5, and the place was Kourou. Type of satellite was for communication satellite. Next satellite is Cartosat 2, and it was launched in 12th January 2018, and the launch vehicle was PSLV C-40, and the place was Sriharikota, and the type of satellite was remote sensing satellite. GSAT 7A, GSAT 7A. It was launched in 19 December 2018, and the launch vehicle was GSLV F-11, and the place was Sriharikota, and type of satellite was communication satellite. Next satellite is Kalamsat V2, KALAMSAT V2, and it was launched in 25th January 2019, and the launch vehicle was PSLV C-44, and the place was Sriharikota, and the type of satellite was for communication satellite, and this satellite is the lightest and the smallest satellite to be ever launched. Next satellite is Chandrayaan 2, and it was launched in 22nd July 2019, and the launch vehicle was GSLV Mk3 Mi rocket, and the place was Sriharikota, and the type of satellite was for lunar mission. Next is GSAT 30, GSAT 30, and it was launched on 17 January 2020, and the launch vehicle was Ariane 5 VA 251, and the place was Kourou, and the type of satellite was for communication. It was a communication satellite. Next is EOS or RISAT 2BR2, and it was launched on 7th November 2020, and the launch vehicle was PSLV DLC-49, and the place was Sriharikota, and the type of satellite was Earth observation. Next satellite is GSAT 12R, GSAT 12R, and it was launched in 17 December 2020, and the launch vehicle was PSLV XLC-50, and the place was Sriharikota, and the type of satellite was for communication. It was a communication satellite. And Also, India is planning for the next mission in 2022. That would be Gaganyaan mission. It is the first indigenous mission designed by ISRO to be launched in 2022. Okay, thank you all.